What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to G-Ball Vision. Today I have for you guys another exciting unboxing to dig into. Before we get started, double check and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I would love to have you here. And before you head out, hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it, everyone. So what do we have for you guys today? We are taking a look at our very first Rosecraft blades slip joint. I've been talking with Andy over there, and huge shout out to him and Rosecraft for sending this guy in. Now, I did take this out of the mailer because we actually have a couple to take a look at, and I wanted each knife to get its own video for just, that way we can focus on one knife the entire video, and we're not trying to do a whole bunch of stuff within one video. And, it just makes things a little nicer. We can just really focus and hone in on one single knife at a time. We will get to the other ones in some separate videos, but for today, what we have, guys, this is going to be, now I'm not sure if I'm saying this right, but I believe it's the Obed Creek Bow Trapper. So this is going to be a green and blue micarta, and we have stainless brushed satin bolsters here. And we have a satin finished drop point blade. Nice little swedge going to the tip there. We got that little short pull there. Nice little sharpening choil. The walk and talk on this is really good. I have heard nothing but really good things about Rosecraft and their line of slip joints. From everyone that I have talked to and everything that I have seen in regards to Rosecraft slip joints, I haven't heard or seen one bad thing, and that says a lot because typically there will be complainers out there. I'm sure there still are, but I haven't seen anyone complaining about the slip joints. So that's a real testament to these slip joints. This is going to be coming in D2. And they do put the China right there on the blade. They're not trying to hide that or say they're made somewhere else. These are made in China, but that doesn't really mean anything these days because you can get, it's just like anywhere else. You can get great stuff and you can get garbage. And that can be said for even America too, believe it or not, guys. You can get some garbage that is USA made. So these being made in China is not a big deal at all. That means they're going to be priced very well. And if all things are fit, the fit and the finish and everything is well done, the price point for these is going to be very, very reasonable. On the Rosecraft Blades website, these retail for like $64, $65. So if, and I'm sure they might be even a little cheaper if you, go through a retailer. I'm not sure about that. Or if, I'm not sure how that all works. I don't know what retailers carry these. But if other retailers do carry them, which I'm pretty sure they do, I think like Traditional Pocket Knives does, which I have, links down below for Traditional Pocket Knives. Does help the channel if you use them. Entirely up to you, though. But you can probably get it through a different retailer, even maybe a little better pricing. The walk and talk on this is really nice, and typically I like this little emblem there, or the shield, if you will. It's a little skull. That's awesome. I didn't know that it had these on there. I really like this handle. It's kind of like a pistol grip handle, and it's comfortable as all hell too. This isn't For a slip joint, I would say it's actually a pretty good size. We'll get more into the specs and all that stuff, guys, in the overview. This is just me taking a first look at these guys and kind of showing you what they're all about. But this is going to come in close to 7 1/4 overall, and we're looking at like 2 3/4 inches of cutting edge, about 3 and roughly 1/4 of total blade length. So definitely not a small slip joint. We have a fairly thick blade stock there. Thins out going to the tip. We'll check that edge here in a moment. Feels pretty good. It comes down pretty thin. I do like this drop point here. And like I said, the walk and talk is good. Nice and clean. It's not all gritty and chewy. You know what I mean? It's nice and smooth. We have nice positive pops. Yeah. Nice positive pops from the half stop to fully open, all the way back down to closed. Yeah. Why don't we go ahead and we'll do that now. We'll go ahead and check that edge. And then if you are wondering, these have a satin finish, which looks really nice. And that short pull will be just on the show side there of the blade. I am no traditional expert, guys, so if I say something that is wrong, you know, I'm very fresh when it comes to slip joints and knowing all the terminology and all the lingo and all that sort of thing. And I'm still learning, you know, what to look for when it comes to the fit and the finish. I'm trying to learn all I can, and I have learned quite a bit, but I am still far and away, you know, not even close to moving past the beginner stage. But one thing I can say is this has a hell of an edge on it. It's very comfortable in hand. You wouldn't think this would work that well, but it really does. I don't know if it's because of the way my hand is or the way our hands are shaped, but this feels really good in hand, surprisingly good. Typically, I'm not a fan of like it swaying down or swaying up, kind of like a sway back, if you will. I'm typically not a fan of that, but this seems to just work very well. I like the entire look. It really does look like it's a knife pistol almost. Since we're having some fun, why don't we go ahead and we'll see what kind of edge we have against this cardboard here. And this thing is, when it cut that paper, guys, this thing did not have, this thing wasn't kidding around. This has a extremely good edge on it. And it's very comfortable. I can't get over that, how comfortable that is. That is, that's kind of eye-opening. I guess it just goes to show when something is the right size, that is going to fit very well in some people's hands. You know, if you have like XL size hands, this is going to be potentially very, very comfortable in hand. This is well done, I have to say. I guess I was expecting this, though. I was expecting them to be good because that's all I have heard about them is that they are, you know, for the money, they are very good. And that's awesome because there's a ton of options when it comes to slip joints that are, I guess what you would say, inexpensive, right? But there's not a lot of good ones that are inexpensive. Even some of the old, you know, reliables, so to speak, have become not so reliable. So it's nice that a company like Rosecraft steps in and fills that void of a, you know, more affordable slip joint that is well done. there's definitely a market for that. Because there's some companies that have really been letting us down, if you will. And this is nice to see. And it's awesome for someone like me who is very new. You know, I would consider a year into slip joints or so, since I really heavily started diving into slip joints. I would consider that very new. And it's just good to see all the ones that I've tried and tested out. I've tried quite a few different companies and quite a few of each of their knives. And to say I wasn't impressed would be kind of an understatement. There's been some very, unsatisfactory slip joints that I have had in hand. There's been some gems, but typically they are a letdown, and this is not going to fall into that category. This has me excited to check out the next couple, because if they are all this well done, it's no wonder people are raving about these. I will link Rosecraft's website down below. That way you can head over there and check it out. It's not an affiliate link. It doesn't help me out. It's just so you guys can head over there and check out what Andy and Rosecraft have to offer. And this is a cool aesthetic, and it's well made. As far as the heat treat on the D2, I don't know that, guys. I couldn't tell you. I'm going to guess that it's, industry standard, maybe even better than that. Centered blade. Everything seems smooth and well finished. There's nothing protruding as far as the pins. The transitions are nice. We have a nice little cut here on both sides for the bolster there. Even the shield is nice and clean. A very cool look to this thing. And I am truly surprised at how much I like this and how well it works. Huge shout out to Andy and Rosecraft for sending this guy in. Expect a full detailed overview of this coming up here in the coming days. This thing is going to go in a slip and into my pocket, as I've been carrying a slip joint every day for a while at this point. So I am stoked to get this thing and put it in the pocket, and I'm stoked to check out some of the other slip joints that Rosecraft has to offer. This is the Obed Creek Bow Trapper in green, blue micarta and satin finished D2 with a drop point blade. Definitely a cool little slip joint there. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, guys, and let me know what you think of Rosecraft. Let me know what you think of their line of knives, their slip joints. What do you think of slip joints in general? Let me know what you're carrying. Put anything down there. That also really helps the videos get pushed out there to more people. And what really helps even further is if you are new and you're not subscribed and you hit that subscribe button, not only will I welcome you with open arms, but it also really helps these videos get pushed out there. Love you guys. I'll throw up a couple new videos. Go check one of them out, and I will catch you on the next one.